How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video we have all of the National League All-Stars that have been revealed, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Now this is a little bit confusing to me because I thought we might see some of the All-Star players revealed, division-based, right? Maybe the NL West, NL East, then NL Central, but they revealed all of the National League players all at once. So tomorrow we might get all of the American League players revealed as well. But if you take a look at this list, I think they might have made a typo with Joe Mantiply and David Bednar. I don't know why they wouldn't be 97 overalls. Maybe that's changed or adjusted by the time of release. But we have Joe Mantiply, David Bednar, Dansby Swanson, Carlos Rodon, Sandy Alcantara, Bryce Harper, 97 overall. That card should be pretty good, as well as Juan Soto. Wilson Contreras, Luis Castillo is a starting pitcher. I was thinking of Alex Reyes, I don't know why, in my prediction video. Corbin Burns, 97 overall. That'll probably be one of the best pitchers in the entire game. Paul Goldschmidt, 97 overall. CJ Cron, Tony Gonsolin. We have Manny Machado and Edwin Diaz to finish it off. And I think, some of these players will be better than others, obviously, but all of them will be very good. A lot of them will be, pretty cheap in price, I would expect, from this program, depending on what happens with the rest of it. Whether there's a collection or not, how many of these cards we can unlock just by playing through the program. It's probably going to be 12 again, where we can maybe get 12 of these cards, kind of like the Future Stars, kind of like the face of the franchise. But I'm excited about this. I am excited about the National League All-Stars. I really want to see the American League. I think there's a good chance we get a 97 overall Mike Trout, or a 97 overall Shohei Ohtani, or potentially both, depending on if one of those players are the collection reward. But I went ahead and purchased Nolan Ryan yesterday for about 367,000 stubs. I wanted to try this card out. I want to say, though, that we had an increased chance to pull Carlos Delgado for like the first 2 or 3 days when he was in the chase pack. It looks like they may have taken away that increased chance to pull this Nolan Ryan, but they've also added in the fact that you are guaranteed a diamond card. So maybe that is the increased chance that they were talking about before. I don't know necessarily how this works, but you don't have a chance to get a gold card anymore, so that might help you out. I just don't know which was better, right? An increased chance at these chase pack cards, or the fact that it guarantees a diamond. You guys will have to tell me, because I've only opened chase packs that I've gotten out of free packs, basically. But this Nolan Ryan card looks really good. I'm going to get into some gameplay with him. I wanted to try this card out. He does have 99 control on the fastball and pretty good control on some of the other pitches, as well as break on all 4 pitches. So we're going to go ahead and hop right into one. This opponent is not going to face Nolan Ryan. He just quit right before we started it up. So now we're going up against a pretty good opponent. This guy had like a 70-something win to 20-something loss record. Definitely a solid record. He hits the very first strike, and that's going to be a home run from Brian Reynolds and an infinite ERA from Nolan Ryan. Not the greatest start to the debut, but we're going to have to try and learn how to pitch with him a little bit. You do have to mix in this circle changeup a lot, and you have to throw it in weird parts of the strike zone just because it's going to make his other pitches that much more effective. If you have an opponent that can just sit on the fastball, like this guy is obviously a good player. He's a World Series player. He has, 3 wins to every loss in ranked seasons. He's going to know what he's doing, and he's going to be sitting on that fastball. So we really have to mix up with the off-speed and throw pitches in probably a strange location. But we tied the game up. Ketel Marte with a perfect blast. And now we got to face Mike Trout here in the top of the second. Trout got a big-time nerf yesterday in contact. He has like 70-something contact, 79 when he's parallel 5 against righties. The face of the franchise, Mike Trout, actually has more contact against righties than the current Mike Trout. And I think that'll change a little bit maybe with future roster updates, but also the fact that I think we're going to get an All-Star Game Mike Trout card. That would be really nice. Here he hits a perfect home run for me. Fastball low and away. Definitely felt like his timing windows for his swing were adjusted, because now that he has lower than 50 vision, that will make a little bit of a difference. It's typically every 5 attribute points is where you'll start to notice a difference. But now that he also has lower than 80 contact, the timing windows are going to be adjusted there. But we brought in Larry Walker off the bench, trying to capitalize on another run here. I really just focused on sending my runner from first base, and then I'll worry about Larry Walker later. I just need that run. That insurance run is big, and I've been getting thrown out on the base paths recently. But really, the only live series card that I would probably use is in here to close it out. Josh Hader, I think right now is the only live series card I have in my ranked season squad in this event. Of course, you know, I still wanted to try Mike Trout. I still wanted to try a couple of these guys that I've been using. But he won't play on my ranked squad. Anything above All-Star difficulty, I just don't think those live series cards are as good. They're not as usable. And I think they did that for a reason. I think it's because the All-Star Game program is coming out. They are going to release a lot of these good live series cards and better versions of them. It's kind of like saying like they want us to take those cards out of our lineup and get these new ones. I think that's kind of where they're going with that. But here in this next game, we're playing at a max elevation stadium. This guy's got some mounds of grass and then some mounds of dirt on top of that. I thought he might have quit right there, but he did not. Ketel Marte hits a back-to-back solo shots there. That's going to bring up George Brett. I got out with Mike Napoli. I can see what people mean when they say, you know, his swing sometimes feels a little slow. I do like his swing a little bit better than, like, let's say Mike Piazza. But anyway, I am really liking this Nolan Ryan card. I know it's my first time using him. I know I've used Nolan Ryan in years past. Always one of the pitchers I like to try out just to kind of see how he plays, depending on each MLB The Show game. But based off my initial reaction with this Nolan Ryan card, he's a very good player. He's going to be really good on Legend. I think he's easy to control, even though his walks per 9 are not that high, right? They're lower than they were last year. I think he's pretty easy to control, pinpoint. His par range is decent. It might not be as good. It might not be as effective, I should say. It will probably be better on the harder difficulties, but it might not be as effective. I don't know. I think Bobby Miller is still a better pitcher over Nolan Ryan right now. I think it still remains at, Randy Johnson as number 1, Bobby Miller as number 2, Nolan Ryan as number 3, and then maybe Aaron Ashby at number 4. I don't know. I'm going to be redoing my ranking list. Once the All-Star Game players come out, I'm probably going to rank those cards first. I'm going to try and let people know which guys I think are better than others, even though all of them will be good. And, it's just really personal preference. But I am going to be coming out with a ranking list here pretty soon. But keep in mind, we have the updated schedule here, right? We have the updated schedule, and it does mention that we are going to get additional All-Star Game cards after the All-Star Game. And it looks like it will be in a choice pack, right? That is something that I wanted to mention. I didn't mention it at the beginning of the video because I wanted to focus on the reveals. I wanted to focus on Nolan Ryan. I wanted to focus on some of that brand new stuff. But we are going to get this All-Star Game program on July 18th, the Home Run Derby that same night. Then the next day on July 19th is the All-Star Game. We are going to have that played, and then we might see, All-Star Game MVP card released, or players that did something substantial during the game might receive, a 98 or a 99 overall card. Kind of like what we saw last year with Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Freddie Peralta, and a couple other guys. But until next time, peace out.